Hello and welcome. I'm Alan Thompson, the hardest working realtor in West Volusia, and I'm joined today with Karin Weiri from Insights Counseling.
Yes, Insights Counseling Center.
Insights Counseling Center. Well, since I don't even know where you work, why don't I let you share with us what it is that you do?
Sure, that's always much easier because, hey, I do what I do and you are the expert at what you do.
Some days.
So yes, I'm Karin Weiri and I'm a licensed marriage and family therapist right here in Orange City, but also work online, which is very convenient for a lot of people. And what I specialize in is really anxiety, trauma, stress, depression, and on the other side of that, performance enhancement. So yeah, there's always a lot of that stuff going on, but especially during these interesting times we're in right now, there's a little extra spin on it, I would say.
Definitely so. Can you tell me a little bit more about performance enhancement? Because I know for me and probably everybody else, the first thing that comes to mind is performance enhancement drugs. And I don't think that's what you're talking about.
Yeah, because I love how you brought that up because I come from the perspective of I like to leave medications off as long as possible because they're usually, the method that I use is called EMDR. It stands for eye movement desensitization and reprocessing. It's this incredible way of working with the brain that helps really resolve on the trauma, anxiety, depression side, resolve things that have happened that has got you caught up in this stress, fight, flight, or freeze loop where the whole world seems like a dangerous place all the time, and we can resolve that. Once we do that, then now we're at a baseline. And then I love when people they allow to do that work first and then see if they may not need medication. In many cases they don't. Now on the performance side, what we can do, and many times that could be something like sports or speaking, public speaking. I, in fact, had a young woman some years ago who public speaking was, she was just going to die, she thought. And she had managed through her entire college school and college career talk her professors into letting her do something else than doing a presentation for the class. And then she was in graduate school where that was no longer an option. She just had to get up there and do her presentation. And so we did two sessions. One was, a couple of days before where I did kind of there's a protocol that's for if it's coming right up and we don't have time to do a lot of the work. And she was able to get up and do the presentation without, getting sick and having all those other, anxious, I'm going to die kind of reactions. And then we did another session when there wasn't one coming right up. And she went in after that and she just totally nailed her presentation. It was also on a topic that she was really familiar with. However, she just told me how she was up there and she was taking charge of the room and looking people in the eyes and starting a discussion. It was awesome.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
I might need your help with doing some of these videos. Maybe we should get something going for that. So, well, I appreciate that. That cleared up a lot of information. Where are you located?
I'm in Orange City, right locally, right next to U-Haul on 1792, where Enterprise runs into 1792, making that T intersection. I'm right in there.
Excellent. Now tell me, you also have some other people can watch you regularly or listen to you regularly. How do they do that?
Yes, as a matter of fact, I have a radio show called Shift Happens on Voice America, and you can go to Voice America, but it's also syndicated on iHeart, Spotify, Stitcher, iTunes, TuneIn, and Google Play, as well as on Facebook, our Shift Happens Facebook page. And I have a private Facebook group that's called Becoming Limitless Master Anxiety, which is a private group, and I give lots of tools and things that you can implement in that and support for it's a safe place to go and talk about what else is going on. And I actually have a challenge coming up this next week, Monday through Friday, called Master Your Inner Reality, Master Your Outer World. So that's going to be really fun.
Perfect. let me ask, for somebody who isn't going to call you, but they're still harboring a lot of stress, what are some good tips that you have for people that they're just not going to reach out for help, but they still need to handle that stress? Do you have some tips on how they can start their day or what they can do during the day?
Oh my gosh, yes. A lot of it really comes down to becoming mindful. And two things: turn the media off, because that's a lot of information. It's always bad news. So turn it off, check in every once in a while so you're not, sticking your head in the sand. That's not what I'm telling you to do. It's just, there's really not a lot that we can do about all that. We just get sucked into the fear and the stress and all of that. Just the first system that's hit when we're in that place is our immune system. And so you do yourself and everybody around you such a huge favor by not tapping into that. And when I talk about being mindful, so talk about things you can do throughout the day, waking up in the morning and checking what are the thoughts that are going through your mind, because we tend to think about things that have already happened and expect the bad, it's always the bad things that our brain tends to go to. And and when we do that, then we're setting ourselves up for making more bad things happen, so to speak. And because we're expecting it and we're looking for it. And instead, start running a video in your head of how you would like your day to go. The day runs smoothly, you have nice interactions with people, you're walking around feeling confident and such, and then throughout the day, pay attention to whether you're getting stuck up in your head in these thoughts and all these negative what ifs, and switch over to literally paying attention to what's going on right here and now. Like if you're outside, pay attention to the leaves on the trees and the lizard running across the sidewalk or things like that, because what happens is then you are back now, right here, right now, where usually right here, right now, everything's okay. But in our head, it's all kinds of chaos. And I talk with a lot of people who they're missing out on everything that's going on right here and now because they're all up in their head. So that is, practice those two things, and really three things: turn off the media,
Yes.
and practice the good situation, setting intentions for how you want your day to go, and be present here in the present moment and mindful.
That's some really great advice. Karin, how do we get a hold of you if we do decide that we want your help?
Yeah, so you can call me at 386-848-5170. You can go to my website, which is www.insightscounselingcenter.com. Email is Karin, Karinw, at insightscounselingcenter.com. It's long.
That's okay.
Yeah. Or look me up on Facebook.
Perfect. Hey, thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it.
Absolutely. I'm
Hope you
honored
have
to be here. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. I hope you have a great day, and I hope you guys have a great day. This keeps catching my attention, so I've got to bring him in.
My thinking man.
Don't be like him. Don't stress. Call Karin.
Love it.